as this larger than life hip hop figure.
I think that
And
he I
Yeah,
think that
he
he
did.
he, he is a hip hop figure because he comes from hip hop, but I don't think that he produces or creates or is in a hip hop lane anymore. I think he's a pop star. But I think that
Mm.
he comes from hip hop.
but if you really think about it, as of right now, he's making the worst music of his career. The
Let's
music he was
Yeah, I
let's
making
mean,
10 years ago.
we all,
all that's subjective, but I respect your stand on it. But that's subjective,
I'm even
you
speaking
know,
from like a chart from like where he is on the charts.
for sure.
His songs don't go number one anymore. His
They
songs
don't.
are flash in the pan,
Now,
hot
now,
for 2 days.
do you think that's COVID plays a part in that because the past 2.5 years, everything hasn't been bubbling the way it used to be, and he
Nah,
just sort of plays like
he
go
lives in
out
my
and
let's
anthems.
provide some context for the listeners. We already hit
he
record.
lives in Miami. COVID didn't happen in Miami.
I
You
know,
know what
but
I'm
you
saying?
need the
Like
whole world to get behind it before it's a hit. You know what I mean? Like,
uh, episode season 4, episode 8 was a podcast. We are in the thick of the conversation.
we're just gonna jump right into this
Just
one.
jump right into it. Shout out to my man, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What up?
Shout out to Don't Charge Abdul, aka The List. And
AKA,
basically, where we are right now is that Streetwear Eddie basically asked me about my feelings on DJ Khaled, and he said I can't. What did you say? I can't not like him personally because I don't know him personally.
right?
I don't, and his music and his stance, and just in things, and what I said was that, in my opinion, with Khaled being Palestinian, and obviously, people can swear up and down he does things behind the scenes that we don't know about. But let's just say for a fact that's not happening. I don't like the fact that he hasn't stood up for the Palestinian people when
Yeah,
the world has watched them be persecuted and just sort of, eliminated on a global scale. But you screaming we the best and happy to have Jordan 3s on your feet at 47 years old. I can care less about Jordan 3s. Your people are legitimately being
That's a fact.
systematically removed off of this planet, and you're happy to have
Wiped out.
a blue Jordan. Homie, talk to me. Like, where are we at with it? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then I also feel like a lot of the people that he surrounds himself with, nobody holds anybody to task. And the problem is that, like I was saying earlier, like, we put athletes and entertainers on a pedestal because they can shoot a jump shot or because they can make two
or
words rhyme
rhyme.
together,
Yep.
but that does not qualify them to be leaders. And that's the problem with hip hop culture, is just because you are popular does not mean you're qualified to be a leader.
Right. So
And
again, so he's not a leader. So you know,
he's not, but he has the opportunity to be a leader because
right.
we're
But so
looking
Because of
at.
his platform
so
and his
so does
following.
he?
Yeah.
So anybody who has a following and a platform should be a leader and stay,
No, I mean, I think he
and be
just
and be
he
like a
chooses not
revolutionary or
to.
whatever, and like step up to
Yeah.
it, and like you have to be outspoken. You have to. Why do you have to?
I
Why does
think
he have to do
the
something?
world that we're living in right now, you cannot tell me that it is worth it, in my opinion, to be quiet versus to stand up for your people. People of every color are being
No,
persecuted.
no,
I'm
you're right.
sorry, they're being
Yeah, but
eliminated.
not every person has that
Correct,
persona or personality to
correct,
actually step up and do something.
correct.
But can you fault them for not doing that because they have the platform? Because
Absolutely,
there's
because you
tons
have,
of people that have that platform that don't
but
do
but
nothing.
we all but you have the resources to learn. So whereas
Yeah,
you still might not be able to be the person to speak up and speak out for yourself, you can empower that young church, that young church leader. You can empower that kid in the neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you dribbling basketballs and looking crazy and with your pants hanging off your ass and all that
yeah,
kind of craziness. Like,
yeah,
no, like, look at the world we truly live in, family. Like, hip hop sucks right now.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
use it as an opportunity to really step up and get it going. Like, I just learned about, I've been doing the knowledge and just trying to put myself in a better place. And the Black Panther started a free, what is it, like a school breakfast program,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
the government stepped in and stopped it. Right then, once they stopped it, they adopted it and turned it into a national free school
Like free breakfast,
free
lunch.
breakfast
Yeah,
program. Yeah,
yeah. And they started it.
the Panthers started in
Yeah,
Oakland. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
so it's not a situation where we where people who are upset about things and have to be alone. Like there's people who have money and resources, but like you can't tell me it's worth it to sit there and be quiet and watch your people legitimately
Yeah, but
get
I mean,
removed from the
how
earth.
about if he doesn't identify? How about if he identifies as American? If he was born here and he's like, I'm American. Like this is my people. Hip hop is my culture.
Your
I
name
am
is your name
American.
is your name is Khaled Khaled.
Right, for sure, for
There's
sure.
nothing Benjamin Franklin about somebody named Khaled Khaled. You don't look like no colonizers.
I'm just saying. Well,
You,
I mean, what do Americans look like nowadays? Americans look like everybody. Look at
by
everybody
by
in these pictures right we're
by
looking at right now on the screen.
by
They all look different. We're all American.
by 2030, white people are going to be the minority in America. By
Let's go.
2050, a quarter of the world will be African.
For
You see what
Let's
I'm
sure.
go.
saying? So
For sure.
all of these things that we're seeing them do right now is out of fear. You understand what I'm
100%.
saying?
I could not agree with you more
So
on that.
what the American looks like is slavery, 1619,
Yeah.
right? The systematic removal of American Indians, indigenous people, and the land that they live on. We saw people don't even talk about what they did to the Chinese Americans in terms of like internment camps and
Yeah.
things of that nature. So I was like, fam, you gotta do the knowledge out here. And if I'm an entertainer, look at LeBron. I'm not saying LeBron's the best at everything, but he's putting his best foot forward.
Yeah. He tries.
He's building a medical facility now, and
Yeah.
he has a school, and every kid from the school is guaranteed the opportunity to go to college.
Yep.
Admission to college. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Guaranteed.
I think. I mean,
That's
you've
dope.
made some very great points about Khaled. Um, yeah, and I think at this point he is obviously more concerned about fucking up the bag than anything else. I mean, when you start speaking on the Israel Palestine conflict, um, a lot of these. Well, we'll just talk about the business that he's known for. Music business is predominantly run by
We'll just
by
say
Jewish people.
entertainment. We'll say entertainment.
Entertainment
Yeah.
across the board. Movies, film, maybe even some sports. All of that shit is run by Jewish people, and a lot of those people. And I'm not saying all of them. A lot of them are pro-Israel, and there are. Matter of fact, there's a lot of my friends who are Jewish who are anti-Israel and pro-Palestine in this conflict.
Yeah.
And I think Khaled chooses to stay quiet. He chooses to, while he may be a practicing Muslim, he chooses to not openly come out and make that claim. He wears an Allah chain
Every day he says,
and
God is the greatest. God is the greatest.
you say God is the greatest, but you could also say Allah is the greatest, which
He
is kind of
does.
the same thing. Does he
does.
say the word Allah or he says
Yeah.
God?
No, he says both.
I've never heard him. Okay,
No, he
I
does.
missed that.
Yeah.
All right, but my point is, I think he's also really just at this point not trying to fuck up the bag.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't like. I mean, I don't particularly like Khaled or his music that he's been putting out lately. I'm just saying, I don't think that just because he has that platform, he has to say something.
Nobody has to say anything.
That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
like,
But
I don't hate him because he doesn't say anything. Because
Charles Barkley told us
you
he
could
doesn't
hate
want,
everybody.
he doesn't want to be a role model, and
Yeah.
like
And a lot of
that
people
was
don't.
thing.
And
And then he got bashed for it. I think somebody in Khaled's position does have the opportunity to make some sort of change, whether it's actually telling and informing the people about what this Israel-Palestine conflict really is about.
yeah.
And I think a lot of people are not fully educated on it, including me.
I mean,
You know
I'm
what
not
I
that
mean?
educated on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know the basic
Yeah.
things about it, but yeah, I mean, I think, but he's actually Palestinian, dog. He's Palestinian American, and you made a point about, well, he's American. Nah, he's Palestinian.
I'm just saying,
American.
right? But you don't know his stance on it. You don't know how he stands.
I don't give a fuck
Well,
what his stance are.
but I think we do know his stance.
Yeah, I mean,
it's to sit
There's
there
no
and be
stance.
quiet.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's no opinion. It's like
Yeah.
in 2022, you have to have an opinion.
Yeah, but maybe
If you're
he'd rather just keep his opinion to himself because it
but
will
the
hurt
bag,
dad.
but the bag is there. He has enough money.
For sure.
He has enough money for his
I mean,
children
enough
and
is a relative
grandchildren.
term, also, man. Like
He has enough for his children and
I
his
hear you.
grandchildren. You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
you.
Like
Yeah,
some of his dreams have been actualized. He's put We the Best on everything he can desire and what he can imagine.
yeah. He made his
And
kids executive producers albums. They got the
okay,
bag already.
listen, all of that is
Yeah,
great, family. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, if you turn on CNN and see your people legitimately being wiped off the earth,
yeah.
there's no chain, there's no sneaker, there's nothing that can make you be like, yeah, I feel good about myself. Let's go like on some jet skis and get lost. Like, no,
No
family,
bullshit.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So,
I respect
so
your stand on it. I respect
yeah,
that
I
stand on
mean,
it.
but I would take it to anybody's chest. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of black athletes who I feel should speak up and say things. You know what I'm
I
saying?
say
There's a lot of
most.
yeah, you know what
There's
I'm saying?
few that do actually.
The crazy part to me is when it's like to me the illest part is to see dudes who are like mixed, like black and white.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And see what side of the coin y'all really gonna stand up on because y'all
Both
play it
sides of
like
the
let's
fence.
you're both sides you're literally both sides of the fence,
Yeah,
right? Like, and you can't help who your parents are and who birthed you and any of that kind of stuff, right?
yeah.
But the people who look like you 50 years ago, you were not able to walk into.
Yeah. It's cool your mom's white, dude, but you're black.
You're black,
Yeah.
so like
It's cool.
We
so.
get it,
Your
man. Your mom's
mom
white.
is white.
But
You're black.
the crazy part about it, a lot of them live in a bubble as such as it takes a lot for them to remember they're black. You know what I'm saying? Because they're celebrated athletes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or even look at Drake. Drake hasn't said anything worthwhile in his entire career. Literally. What has he
Yeah.
said for the betterment of black people? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Yeah,
and
I
look.
mean,
If you, and I mean, no disrespect, and we don't really want to talk about people's children, but his kid has cornrows. He's got his kid playing basketball all day. These are things that he's watching other young African American people do, and it's like number one, your kid's cornrows are never gonna look right. It's just not gonna happen. Like the racial
but he's still
makeup,
black. He's black.
the hair. He is black. The kid is white. The kid is a
It's-
quarter black.
That's black.
Yo, Rome is crazy.
Nah, the
That's
kid's
black.
white.
Is
No,
what's the
no.
quarter.
mother? What is the mother? Isn't she black?
White. No,
She's like
a
German
white.
or something, I think.
She's not.
Who,
She's not
who
black.
knows what she
She's
is?
full German.
She
Yeah.
has some kind of ethnic
Drake's
look
baby
to her,
moms?
but she
She's
could
like,
be.
she's got the biggest nose on earth, and she's not a woman of color.
Yo,
I mean, I don't know what
but
she is.
she might be half black like Drake.
No,
No,
she's
she's
no,
not
no,
half
no,
black.
she's
No,
not
she's
half
not
black.
Oh,
black.
okay.
She's-
Wow.
She's exotic looking. She has like a look to her, but I don't know what she
She has
is.
some
She
some
could be-
ethnicity
she could
to
be
her.
Yeah, she has. She
She
some
might be
kind of
she
ethnic
might be
look to her.
she might be Khaled's
But
cousin.
but
Might be Palestinian.
Nah,
at
she's
the
not
end of the
Palestinian.
day, but at the end of the day, like you look at J Cole.
So to you, his son is not black.
Look at his son and look at J Cole.
I'm just asking you.
baby.
Like
No, look at him.
so he can't that kid when he gets older he can't identify as black.
He can't say the N word.
Why can't he? Look at his
I-
dad. He's black.
But the dad is black, but you aren't black. You're a quarter.
Oh man, I'm just seeing the picture of this
Are you
woman for the first time.
being colorist right now?
That's cool. Let me be. It's cool. I'm human.
She is
I don't
Black
French.
enough for you?
I'm black. I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
French is like saying she's American. Like French.
No, that's
what?
like-
Yeah, no,
She's not-
I think she's just a regular white lady.
There you go.
No, she's white, y'all. White and
What's
white
her-
and
What's
white,
her
y'all.
name? What's her name?
So Sophie
Sophia-
Bardot something.
Sophia Brassaux. Brassaux.
She's French.
She's
She's white.
French like shit.
Yeah, but you're right. His son's a quarter black, but that's black. You know.
In 1865, yes, for
Wow.
sure. But when you're
She
looking, but when you can place my child next to his child, and which child is going to be black? My child.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
It is
But
what
your
it is.
your child's half black. How about if somebody's like, yeah, she's not black, she's only half black.
But half is, you know what I mean? You can look at my
I don't
child.
semantics. I don't know. I
I'm
don't know
telling
because
you, I'm telling
because
you.
some people could be a quarter black and look and present black.
Of course, there's always
You know?
going to be exceptions to the rule. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
And
at the same time-
some people are full black and like don't look black.
Yes. There's always
You know,
genes that
like Adam. Is Adam black? Can Adam say the N word?
Of course.
Adam is black.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
know he is. I know both of his parents. But
what I'm saying is,
but if you don't know him, you wouldn't. You never know.
When you look at
Nah,
J.
you
Cole,
can look at Adam and know he's a black man.
You
not
can,
really.
but
No,
not
no,
really
no.
though. He could be something else.
If you saw
You can
Adam,
tell he's not white.
Adam, it could be anything he wants to
Exactly.
be, honestly.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, if you look at J. Cole, that's a black man, right? Even though he's mixed, right? His mother's white, his father's black. But when you look at somebody who's a quarter, there's
You
a
see
stark.
J. Cole's brother?
I've never seen him.
No, what does he look like?
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
You're lying. Let me look him up.
half black.
It's all genes.
And about it.
I mean, they're from like Fayetteville, North Carolina. Like they gotta be.
Zach Cole.
Yeah,
He
white.
is not blonde hair, bro.
What are you talking about? Not blonde.
Oh, shit,
Light,
he is.
light brown hair. He's white, dog. He looks like an older Drake's son.
Yeah, but he didn't grow up to be like that though. He looked like that as a baby.
I
And
mean,
then
and
his-
it's yet to see if Drake's kid has blonde hair when he gets older too. You know, his shit might change.
I mean, if that's his brother, that's wild. That's his birth
Yeah.
brother. They ain't got the
Yeah,
same parents.
same dad. That's what he about it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know who's
He's that
like
light skinned
though?
one that had to go extra hard.
Nah, you know who's like that is that kid Logic. That's how that kid Logic.
Exactly,
was.
exactly.
Logic
Half
is
black,
a
half
clown.
white.
Logic's three brothers look J. Cole. They look just like J. Cole.
Right.
Same.
Yeah, but those are his half brothers.
No, those are his blood brothers.
Those are his dad's kids, right? Full brothers or like
From what I was told, it's full brothers.
yeah, exactly. And so is Logic black to you? That's what I'm saying. So like,
I mean-
but you can't tell him he's not because he grew up in that environment. That's his dad. Those are his brothers. You can't tell him he's not
Yeah,
black.
I mean, in
know what
that
I mean?
case, you have to say he's black. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, for sure.
You know what I mean? You grew up in a black house with a black dad and black brothers, just
But
because
is,
you're
your,
light
but,
skinned.
is your house black with a white woman in it though?
I don't know.
Because here's the
Why
thing.
not?
Because you're not
Is your
saying-
does your daughter live in a black house?
I mean, she got two houses. She lives with me
I'm
and
just
she's with her
saying.
mother.
Is her
So
other house? Is her other house that much different than yours?
That joint is a Spanish situation. Like,
Yeah,
shout out.
but you can.
They
You
keep
can
it
be
very
black and
eth-
speak Spanish. Look at Clark
No,
Kent.
no, he was he Panamanian though. That's
That's
different.
black. That's
You know what
black
I'm
and
saying?
Spanish.
It is black. It is. All I'm saying is this: they're full on Puerto Ricans over there, and they will tell you that as soon as you walk in the door, bang,
Shout out to Rice and Beans. Let's go.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, her mom
Yeah, that
makes
joint.
some ill
Puerto
rice and beans.
Rico. Ho.
There you go. Now,
Frankie
you walk,
Cutlass.
you walk over here. You walk over here. It's less. It's more Frankie Beverly and Mays and less Frankie Cutlass. You feel what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I feel that. I feel
You
that.
still getting it popping. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Well,
Does your
Bad
daughter
Bunny over there.
does your daughter identify as black though? Like, will she
no,
tell you?
both.
Okay.
Well, I mean, at the age she's at 9, she's very like aware
She's
of
both.
her situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, yo, you play bad basketball. You in the court. You know what I'm saying? You hooping every day, nigga this, nigga that, all day long, right? You come home to me, mom, Papa's house for Thanksgiving, and you not saying nigga.
Maybe you
Right.
are. You're just not letting them say it.
You got to be on your best behavior when you get around me,
I
mom,
don't
Papa.
know. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I
You
don't
done-
know.
You hooping, you on the court, and you like, all right, we going to me, mom, Papa's house, and you in the back looking like a square. Like, come on, bro. Like, be
I don't
honest
know.
with
I don't
yourself.
think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
None of these mixed dudes are going to their me, mom, Papa's house and going hard body. Nah, they're eating.
I don't know, dog.
They're eating the green bean casserole that Aunt
I don't
Karen
know.
made.
I don't
And
know.
Aunt
I don't know.
Karen,
I think every situation is different. You know.
absolutely not, man.
I think every situation is different.
It's
They're
just,
having
hey,
vegan
listen,
bacon.
vegan bacon.
Because I grew up with a lot of friends that were mixed, and they didn't switch it up when they went to their white family.
the weird
They kept
cousin,
it-
the weird family cousins in the basement. You know, cousin Jeff that might be a killer, but he might be gay. Like you never know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, and here you go, Jamal.
gay
Like
killer?
no. Your name is Jamal. You got the weird cousin Jeff, Aunt Karen. All
Is
these
your name
people-
Jamal if you're mixed though?
Yeah, Jamal Murray, Jermaine Cole. All
Okay.
these are black names. The
It
dad's
starts with
trying
a
to hold
J.
on.
Yeah.
The dad's trying to hold on to some
That's-
blackness. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
How about your daughters, Abdul? Because they're obviously biracial. What do they identify
know.
as? Both.
They identify as both too. Yeah.
Yeah, but they know they're black.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
But they're, I mean, we've done a I would like to think we've done a great job of making sure they're completely aware of both of their families,
And
both of their
cultures.
cultures,
Yeah.
and really make sure they have a close tie to both of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
um, yeah, I would like to think we've done a good job of that.
Yeah.
So
For sure. For
yeah,
sure. You and Jerome both. It's just weird to like, if somebody, it's like if somebody told you your daughter wasn't black. Nah, she ain't black. Look at her. She ain't half black. She ain't black.
No, I
I mean,
mean, I think
I wouldn't argue with people like that. I would just be like, all right, cool, great.
But that was Jerome talking about Drake's son 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, and I think Drake's son can, well,
not.
he'll identify as whatever he grows up to be. I mean,
Exactly.
But when
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
but when you look, but there's certain characteristics, and when you look in the mirror, you're sitting here saying these things that make up an like. If I have a full white parent, and then
Mhm.
another parent is half,
There was a whole episode about this on Law and Order. Did y'all ever watch
like
that?
Nah.
The
no,
black dude who had both black parents and grew up as a white man in America.
Yeah.
Like nobody knew he was black. Not even his wife. Fucking went to
'Cause
Ivy
he was
League
just-
schools or some shit
how
like
did
that.
the wife
and
not? Know? How did the wife not know?
He looked like he was white. He just said
Oh,
he had no
looked
family.
like he was white.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he had no family, and he
Yeah,
presented
he had,
himself as white.
as a white man, and I don't remember if he was the murderer or he got murdered. But all of this came out throughout the whole. I mean,
Sounds like he's the
listen,
murderer if he's like having those kind of identifications.
I don't
like
know. I don't know
that.
if he was the murderer. I can't remember. This was one of the early episodes of Law and Order, man. Yeah, but there's like that. I have my wife has cousins who are black and look like they're completely white. Like you wouldn't even be
100%.
able to tell. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and they
that
full black.
they're full black.
I mean, immediately somewhere down the line, obviously there was some integration, but both parents are black, identify as black, and they're light skinned.
No, both parents are not black.
lying.
Both parents are not black.
There you
Okay.
go.
But they identify as black.
You know, I mean, listen, I'll let them answer that
See what I'm
question.
saying? See what I'm saying?
I don't want to misrepresent anyone.
Family, listen.
Oh man, my wife listens to this podcast. Let's keep it moving. Let's go
Yo,
back. Let's talk
is
about
what it
Silent
is.
Time, DJ. You know, nah, I'm just like, nah, I don't. I'm not close.
I
enough
guess
with
that would be a
to
question for
make this
them.
call.
That's
Yeah.
a question for them.
Yeah,
But can you no? But obviously you said and Jerome said that your kids can identify as both.
yeah,
So why can't Drake's kid identify as both if he's both? And we
yeah. I
can
mean,
move on
I
after that.
I think he can.
But he definitely has to
I think
identify as
Jerome-
black. I mean, he
Jerome
be at
is
his
more
dad's
so
house all the
saying-
time.
Jerome is more so saying because of his characteristics, maybe he shouldn't. You know, I think that's what Jerome I think was kind of leading on to. But I mean, at the end of the day, he is yeah. I mean, his dad is of mixed heritage, and you know he's probably
I'm-
gonna grow up.
I feel like when they
I'm-
look at when you look
I
at
think Drake is
back-
gonna raise him as a black man. To be honest,
I think so too.
Yeah, he wants
I don't
to do,
know.
Yeah. I mean, what does he want to do? Raise him as a white man? Like he doesn't want to do that. Culturally, Drake is of a Caribbean, like his whole squad is Caribbean dudes
Yeah.
from Toronto.
Or,
and that's
or
a very
what's his homies that are they like
OV40? They're
Arab
Arabs.
or
Yeah.
you know?
no, his whole crew is
It's
very
all
Very-
international,
it's
diverse.
everything.
Yeah.
eclectic.
but
Yeah.
but the culture that all of them identify with is a very Caribbean
That's
based
true.
culture.
yeah.
So he's not gonna miss his son with that. Like the
I think it
tings
all
and all that
depends
kind
on.
of-
It
Nah,
all depends on
but
how
that Caribbean-
present he's going to be in the kid's life.
Oh,
that
he's
Caribbean
present.
culture can be part. That Caribbean culture doesn't necessarily mean black.
No, it
You know what
doesn't.
I'm saying?
But yes, in my opinion, it does.
Nah, but it
because
doesn't though.
hold on, I just said in my opinion though. Hold on, here's my thing. They're not speaking. They're not mentioning thing. They're mentioning things that are very Popcorn is his. He signed Popcorn to his label. It's a
Yeah.
very Jamaican. It's not even Caribbean with Drake.
Yeah.
It's a Jamaican thing.
Yeah.
And yes, Jamaica has a lot of everybody.
Different
There's a lot of
races,
Chinese
yeah.
people,
Yeah.
races, all that good stuff. But when you look at Drake's Jamaican dealings, it is with black people.
Yeah.
And the culture that him and his friends seem to have been raised on
But
is
that's
one of
that has I would say that has to do with the music aspect of it, because if you're gonna like go at and try to sign reggae artists, I would say that most of the people you want to sign in reggae are going to be black.
right. But what I'm saying
You know
is
what I mean?
not even from a signing art, from a cultural standpoint. What pushes him and his friends is legitimately a black Jamaican culture.
For
That's what
sure.
they were raised on, right?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if he's going to raise his son as a black man, there's going to be elements of black Jamaican culture
So
in
so
that.
so was he raised as a black man, being that he was raised by a white woman?
I
How
don't
does he
believe
know how to
so.
raise? How does he know how to raise a black man if he wasn't raised himself as a black
Listen,
man?
YouTube is everywhere now. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I don't.
And
I feel
I'm
like
only
it's.
playing devil's advocate. I'm just saying to
We got to remember
argue.
he was an actor. You know what I'm saying?
So he's
been
acting black.
nah. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he's been a successful creative person since
Yeah, I mean Aubrey definitely was white for a couple of years out of his
20 for
life.
25
I mean, with a
years. He's
name like
been
Aubrey, you
He
don't
was
have much of a
definitely white
choice.
for a couple of years.
For
Elementary
20
school, he was
Definitely.
white.
for 25
Definitely.
years. He was a successful artist. He's been a successful artist. Wheelchair Jimmy, right? That's who he
Yeah.
was on Degrassi,
Yeah.
right? So you know what I'm saying? He was a cornball on that show, but it snowballed into him becoming the world's biggest rapper, and
For sure.
it's okay. Like, but I'm just saying, to me, when I hear him and his friends talk, and the music that they make and the music they pull references from, it's a very black Jamaican culture. And now that
Yeah.
he's a
But
father,
isn't that what influences all like the black culture in Canada, or Toronto, where he's from? Like predominantly most of the Afro Canadian people in that area are of Caribbean descent.
I mean, there was a huge migration there for
Yeah.
sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I've never been in Toronto, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying though is, I just feel like, okay, this is what he grew up on, and this is what appealed to him. And so he's gonna then pass some of those traits down on his son, whether it's the music you play while you're
He's
playing
gonna try, yeah. He's
basketball.
gonna try.
You know what I'm saying? It's all that good stuff. And the thing about it is, it's if you're two peas in a pod, if you're both black parents of Jamaican culture, it's a whole different ball game,
Yeah.
right? But we don't know what the mom is on. I know she's an artist.
He's not
And
even of Jamaican culture.
no, but I mean, but his roots are also Southern American. His dad's
Yeah,
from
his
That's from Memphis.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Memphis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So he's got all, but we just don't know anything about the mom. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So while he's galvanating across the world and making tons of money, the
Yeah.
son is home with the mom, and whatever the
Yeah.
mom is going
He's
to
growing up white.
instill. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's growing up white, but he's just growing up with
But he's
maybe
growing
not
up
the.
not in a black house.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same ideas and values that Drake is looking to put into that. You know what I'm saying?
With French grandparents.
There you go.
Listen,
And she was a video joint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
she
mean-
was,
she was. I thought you said she was an artist.
I mean, she can be both. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she
Oh, no,
had them.
What I saw on Google was she's like a painter or something like that.
Yes, she's been able to fully become a painter now because
Yeah, I
she
mean,
has
now
this
you're
child.
rich. Now you're
Yeah.
rich. Do what you want.
Oh,
she
so
was
she
her-
was not always like a painter or an.
No,
It seems like-
her
Oh,
her derriere was amazing.
what's a
7 a.m.
derriere?
Her
Look at
behind,
her ass.
yes, was amazing.
Wait, what language is that? I've never heard that.
That's
before.
proper English.
It's proper
A
English.
derriere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
derriere.
You could add that
What
to your
kind
list. You could add that to your list of.
And that was
Camaraderie?
perfect. That was perfect pronunciation for the first
Right.
go at it. Too.
Listen, Hampton University, talk to me.
I was talking about Abdul.
Derriere.
But I'm just saying, Abdul, you could do
All right.
derriere. Now you add that to your camaraderie, and you know what I'm saying? It's camaraderie.
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 Yeah, camaraderie.
Nevertheless, man, season
We
4,
here.
episode 7. What's the podcast? We got things off to an amazing start. Just solid conversation per usual.
How was the
DC
weekend, fellas? What's up
DC was
with
on
y'all?
fire. So I read something today where they said DC is actually the city that celebrates 4th of July the hardest of anywhere
What?
in the country.
Yeah, I, mean,
Really?
I would say that it's the nation's capital, so Independence Day kind of, even though it doesn't really roll off the tongue that easy anymore, but this is where you'd want to celebrate Independence Day. We got tons of tourists here for that.
If you look at the neighborhoods, I think they also said because DC is a city full of alleys,
Mhm.
so there's a lot of alleys that get a lot of play. Obviously,
You mean
middle
for
of the
fireworks?
street. Yeah, for fireworks.
Yo,
Yeah,
if you looked around, it was fireworks going on in every
Everywhere.
direction.
everywhere. It was
There were more
incredible.
fireworks I saw this
And
year
not no
than
bullshit
I've heard-
joints either.
Yeah, nah, some real shits that I heard this year than any other year.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I've been hearing
of
them all
fireworks.
week. I've been hearing them all week.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
around my way, they blowing them up. They're going off right now, probably.
it's but I didn't know that stat about DC parties the hard on 4th of July than anywhere else in the country. That's kind
So
of crazy.
I did CL
On 4th of July.
on 4th of July day. So
How
mind
was
you,
that? Was that super crowded, or they kind of like controlled the door? a
they
little bit?
controlled the crowd, but the bottles was flying out. The bottles was going up, and
What day was that? That was Sunday?
Monday.
No, Monday. Okay.
Monday. Yeah.
When I tell you, so CL obviously is legitimately in the middle of the city, right?
Yeah,
Right.
You could see in every direction, except maybe going north, right? But you
Yep.
can see in every direction fireworks for hours. And I mean,
And you
when
can
I
see
say
fireworks in Prince George's County as well.
I mean-
Virginia, Old Town, everywhere. You
everywhere,
can even see all the way out to like Rockville and
Yep.
Bethesda and shit.
Yep.
You see
Absolutely.
everything.
I can see
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And when I tell you them things was going and going, and I mean at 9 o'clock when they officially started, people
Yeah.
was out trying to do those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about the national fireworks.
Nah. I didn't even see the national fireworks from where I was at. I could just see the neighborhood joints.
The neighborhood joints be better than national.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I enjoyed some of the neighborhood ones. I saw I follow Peter from No Kings Collective, and man, they let it off on their block, man. He had on he had on a funny tank top that said fireworks director. If I run, you run.
Right.
I was like,
I think I
"Alright."
saw it.
that shit had me rolling.
Did
I
you
mean,
let them off? Did you
fireworks-
guys let them off in your neighborhood, or you went and do something?
No, I stayed in the house. What did I
Yeah.
do on Monday, man? I think I went to like a family cookout for a friend's birthday, and we hung out there, and the kids played, we ate, and yeah, that was it. I came back home and went to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I just
kept it
think
light.
that DC is a very, especially with it being on a Monday, people were ready to go. You know what I'm saying? They were ready to just go.
What'd you play on
with it.
Sunday night?
I did not. I was off Sunday. It was a
Okay, for
blessing.
You played at
It
the
was
white
just-
party though.
No, that was Saturday.
Oh, I wanted to come
Saturday,
to that joint.
Saturday I did the white party, Zebby's Garden, top 5 function. Just amazing.
You had on all
energy.
white?
I had enough white on to please the quota.
White tee.
White tee.
You had on white jeans,
Absolutely not. Nah,
white denim. No, white Air Forces.
my Dominican is not good enough.
We haven't
yet.
been made the group trip to Mana yet.
Yeah. We sleeping, but
We're
now
gonna
I'm
take
ready.
Jerome to Mana, white jeans and
is it
everything.
is it still open?
Taco
I
meat
thought
out.
it
All
Yeah.
those.
No, Omar was there over the weekend.
I
Omar
think
was-
I don't know if they I don't think they closed. I think they might have like closed to remodel because that joint looks big and pumping. Like Omar posted some pictures and
Pause.
that should look like the club. Yeah, pause.
Omar was there Friday. Like he texted me like, "Yo, I was DJing Capo Friday." He's like, "Yo, what's Capo looking like?" I said, "It's thumping." I said, "It's rocking. Where you at?" He said, "She got me at Mana." I said, "Where?" He was like, "Mana," and I said, "Oh, bro, we're here till 3." And sure enough, he was in the DJ booth next to me by 2 a.m. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so I thought I might have seen you in some white Air Forces and white denim or something like that.
So Air Force
Get in,
mids.
get in touch with
Negative.
the Spanish side.
Air Force
No.
One mid white
I
white on
don't.
white mids.
You gotta remember, my Spanish side is different than y'all's Spanish side. You know what I'm saying? It's a different.
Not
Spanish.
anymore. Your Spanish side. You got Spanish side living in the house now,
Eddie,
buddy.
Eddie, you
True.
got white jeans? You got white pants?
I definitely have white jeans.
How
I only
often
wore
do you
once.
wear 'em?
I wore them only one
Why
time.
did you buy them? You bought them for a white party? You're
Nah, I
Spanish
bought 'em.
though.
I bought them. I bought them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I bought them because they were like $10 at Uniqlo, and I was like, "Fuck it, I might wear them one day." I like the way Uniqlo jeans fit. Whatever. I bought them, and I wore them one time. I went to like a wedding in Mexico, and I didn't wear them to the wedding, but I wore them to like the rehearsal joint, and it was dope.
That's a rite of passage for all Spanish
Yeah.
people.
I mean,
They give you
it's
the
not my
white
first.
denim-
It's not my first pair. I definitely had a pair of white Guess
denim
jeans. White
diapers
Guess
as soon
jeans.
as you're bored.
Yeah, the white
Let
linen.
you have 'em.
Yeah, I definitely had the white
Oh,
Guess
man.
jeans.
I've never done white jeans. I think I might
Yeah.
feel funny even putting them on. I don't know if it would look
Nah, I
right.
fuck with them. I fuck with them.
I remember Taz had a all white boat party years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and he was like, "Bro, you got to come in all
Gotta
white.
wear white.
You got to wear white. You got to wear white." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then the party came around, and I wore a white T-shirt and white Air Forces, but with like
Regular
jeans
jeans.
or like shorts or something like that. But they were like, back then it was
Cream.
denim shorts. I had
Yeah.
no, they were full on like
Denim.
jean shorts. Yeah. And but I mean, he wasn't really mad, but he was a little bit like, dog.
He still looked at you
I gave you,
sideways.
I gave you, I gave you the map. You
Right.
just didn't complete it. And I was like,
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
I take it back. I did wear cream
Ooh.
shorts
Yeah.
to
Off white.
my brother
Oh, I
Clark
saw.
Kent's
I was gonna
anniversary
say.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I wore cream shorts and like a white short sleeve polo button up that had like palm trees on it or something like that, yeah, on the shirt. So that's the closest I've come to all white, was wearing off white. And I had the off white fours on.
Listen, whatever allows you to sleep well in bed, it is what it is,
I
right?
wear
So
off white.
was there a lot
I
of
wear
white people at the all white party, Rome,
There was
or it
there
was
was there was none.
how were the
not a
women?
none.
Did
not a
you,
one.
The women
did you
were
meet any women?
There wasn't
9.7.
one white girl in the building.
Not one.
Wow.
Not
Wow.
one.
That's ridiculous.
Jay Electronica was there. It's pretty.
Ooh.
Oh
pretty,
shit! Really? He didn't
Yeah,
bring
he
a
was.
Rothschild with him. He didn't bring a white girl with him.
Nah, he was. He was literally like he's
All over the
pointing them
place.
out. Booth was crazy.
Do they know who he is though?
Yeah, because they kept shouting on the mic. Jay Electronica in the building. Jay Electronica.
Yeah, but the joints don't know who he is.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
Did you play any? Did you play any Jay Electronica?
They wanted us to, and then right when I was literally dropping the sample to it, I was dropped the sample and dropped the joint. They was like, "Yo, don't play it. He don't want to hear it no more." And I was like, "Okay."
Like,
Oh,
no problem.
that's the shit Armageddon invited me to. And the whole time I kept on thinking he's telling me that that J Electronica is going to be at 1942,
He was
but
at
it was
both.
at the other. Oh, it was.
No, he was
Okay.
at both. Yeah, but he was just posted at the day party.
Was
But
he
I
wearing
can
all
see-
white?
Maybe they just put the pictures up. But obviously I've DJed for a lot of different people. He was cool. You know what I'm saying? Once the party was rocking, he just kept sitting
Yeah.
over the 1942. Like he just kept
To
sitting
you?
in shot. Yeah, yeah.
Jay Electronica.
I fuck with J Electronica, man. He's one of
I
the
do
nicest
too.
out there right now.
Because I don't know if y'all been to Zebby's yet, but the DJ booth
No.
kind of sits in a pit.
It's like,
So,
yeah.
Everybody can see you in there. So like when he knew that I was rocking, and shout out to my guy, Trigger Half Crazy was on the mic. We just had a good energy, good combo. You know what I'm saying? So, I really enjoyed DJing with Trigger. He's dope. He's a good dude. He lives in Baltimore. He's from Brooklyn, but lives in Baltimore. And Jay Electronica had a time of his life. You know what I'm saying? Time
Nice.
of his life.
What was the occasion? Was he like a special guest or he just was in the building?
He had a show Friday night, and then I think was it Friday? Yeah, he had a show Friday night, and I think they were just like, "Yo, if you're here all week," like I think they just sold him on what DC does holiday weekends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
If you're
why
here, come fuck
why
with
would,
us.
why would you go back to wherever you're going back to when you can see all of this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all of this was
They was in the building.
The Havishes were in the building. You know what I'm saying? The black women were in the building. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish women were in the building. Everybody was in the building.
You got to start telling them you're half Ethiopian. You got to get that line off.
We just had a whole conversation about no. I'm not here to lie. You asked me one question about the wrong. You asked me one question about the wrong emperor, and I've offended your whole family. And I'm
call him
banned.
You call him Eritrean or something.
Yeah,
It's
no more injera
Somalian.
for me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
Tell him you're Somalian. Are you
No,
Somalian?
Ethiopian.
See,
No,
See?
Ethiopian. You talking about the Mike Epps comedy?
No
Man.
more cab rides for me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you won't be playing Armageddon's parties no more.
My
It'd be
God.
a wrap.
Armageddon won't be happy.
Armageddon's my guy too, man. Shout out to Armageddon.
Yeah, Joe's the
Hell
best,
yeah.
man.
But party was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I destroyed it as we all expected me.
Did you
to.
close it out?
No, there was a DJ on after me.
Oh, that's tough.
Which was no, not really, because the way the party was set up, I knew I was walking into free reign. I knew I was walking into Jerome. Do you play
your
what
thing.
you want?
Yeah.
Do your thing. I had one request throughout the whole party. Armageddon was like, "Can you play some '80s R&B?" And I was just like, "What?"
What?
He's like, and I was like, "All right, cool." And I just did a cool little echo, went right into Never Too Much by Luther, went into Saturday Love, went into Candy, all the joints that black people two step to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
and
The Ethiopians know all that. Like,
yeah, no, not for sure. It was one of them. It was just it was like a DC moment.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? It was like oh, we all been in DC since '95.
yeah, we all from DC.
Yeah, you remember the Ritz and all that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm like,
Do you remember the Ritz?
I mean, I went to college night like twice. I was like, that's safe for me. You know what I mean?
You went there when it was Jerome went there when it was the spot.
I went there when it was like
spotlight outside.
like 2000 is probably when I went. You know what I'm saying?
I went there when Abdul from DC Live used to work the door.
Yep.
I think DC Live was across the street from it, wasn't
Behind it.
No, it was behind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was close. It was close. All I know is they were both close.
The Ritz was across the street from the FBI building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The FBI headquarters.
Yeah.
Street.
So I was like I said, it was like 2000, 99, 2000. I was in the building, Sunday night, college night, and the whole time I was like, huh?
That was the wrong night.
I was 20 years old. 19 years old. My whole
that was
goal
the right night. That was the right night.
Truthfully, I was just like, can we go back to school, please? Like, I just want to. Like, this is too much. Like Howard homecoming weekend, this is just too much. Like,
oh yeah, it's bananas.
Amazing days.
We have no pull to get in anywhere at the time. $40-$60 to get in somewhere to a college student.
Hell no, that's a lot of bread.
It's a lot of bread. You know what I mean? So we just playing a let out in the middle of the street, tough, trying to grab something. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, when that gets old, let's go. There used to be a chicken wing place up on Kennedy Street, Georgia and Kennedy. I forget the name of it, but it used to be like 24 hours. I used to run up there, grab some chicken. And my man's dad used to live there, so that's where we would stay when we come up here.
Okay.
And, we're talking Kennedy Street in 2000.
Vietnam.
It was real up there. It was real.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
You got run to the house from the car.
I mean, it was just like park the car there. Let's and I would pray my car wouldn't get broken into overnight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So,
it's still real on Kennedy and Georgia right now.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I miss that. I miss that chicken wing place, man. It was fantastic. But
what was that? Danny's or
somebody
shit?
Somebody would chime in. Somebody would chime in.
Yeah, somebody. Kanan will chime in. He knows everything. So, we'll DC just does the holidays so proper. It's like people are surprised if you're not DJing 8 parties over the whole weekend. I'm just like, yo, man, I just want to pick better parties.
You're like,
DJ.
Can I celebrate a little bit too?
I don't even want to celebrate, man. America sucks right now, but I just want to. I just want to DJ better parties. Like I don't want to DJ everything in a row house on 9th Street or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I stepped out on Saturday night too, man. I went to a West Indian cookout in the backyard. That was crazy. It rained like shit on Saturday night.
Oh my God. It was a flood. Rock Creek Park flooded.
All right, so boom, real quick before we get into Abdul's
cars
story.
Went underwater.
So before we get into Abdul's story, I finished DJing at 8:15. I get out of there like
at the white party.
At the white party, like 8:30, 8:40. I gotta be in Silver Spring.
That's early.
I gotta be in Silver Spring by 9:30, but it started raining.
That's when it started raining.
Where you played in Silver Springs at the
Society
African party.
Yeah, so I gotta be there like 9:30, but it's like 9:00, and it's just the rain starting to come down. I'm like, oh man. So I catch the Uber, like the last $12 Uber before they went to like $27, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the dude wants to go through Rock Creek Park.
Well, you can't.
Oh,
she was underwater.
I'm like instead of taking Georgia Avenue,
or 16th Street.
Or 16th Street, but really I would have taken Georgia because Georgia don't got as many. It's just not as like up and down.
I'll take 13th all the way up to Georgia.
It's all good. All I'm saying is my man goes through the park, and I'm not talking about like he goes through the park,
right,
bro? We can't see nothing. We're getting splashed. Water's crazy. I'm like, oh, this is it.
I'm drowning.
I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Somehow we make it out. My man ends up like definitely crying as we're coming out of the park. So
where was he from?
Ethiopia. Shout out to my Ethiopian brothers, man.
No doubt.
So yo, we I mean we barely made it through the park to get to society. I mean the rain was a flash flood.
Yeah,
It flooded
the
for
rain
like
was crazy, and
it ran,
did not seem like it was about to end.
it ran for
Um,
like 5 hours, like at
yeah,
100%. Yeah.
yeah. There was a break in between though. I think
There was-
between like 9:45 and like midnight, and then after that, it picked up right back where it left off.
They calling
Uh,
for it tonight, right? Like the same type of deal.
it's raining right now.
Yeah, but saying like all
But
night.
oh man, I was planning on going running in the morning. I got to look
Nah,
that
it's
up.
supposed to rain till like 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Shit.
Bro,
That's no
it's
good.
supposed no, it's supposed to rain until 5 p.m.
It's supposed to rain
tomorrow.
till 4 p.m. I'm sorry, I didn't scroll far enough over here. 4 p.m. from now till 4 p.m.
Your
that's
day's
crazy.
over.
You're gonna be Peloton
Yeah, I can't go
tomorrow.
running.
You're gonna be on
I'm
that
gonna.
Peloton.
I got to do something, man. I've been out of the working out and running shit for
How many
for a
times
few
you hit
days.
Yums this weekend?
Once. I only went Saturday night, so I went to that West Indian party, and
And
listen,
then went to Yums afterwards?
bro, West Indians continue partying, rain or if it's not raining, they did
Yeah.
not give a
Rain or
fuck.
shine.
The DJ was set up on the balcony in the backyard where he had a roof covering him, and
tent.
as long as the equipment was good to go, the rest of the spot had all tents. The whole backyard was
So they
tented up.
everybody partying under
Nah,
tents.
they were partying. Shout out to my man Hazard who was DJing, Fire Steel, and you know, so yeah, man, it was a nice little vibe in there. Um,
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you
I
were
hung
hungry after you left there.
well, I didn't eat on purpose because I was like, I'm going to Yums,
Wow.
you know.
I'd rather have
And
West Indian food.
no, of course, I would have rather had West. I have a thing about eating when I'm out too. Like, I don't want to eat when I'm at a party. Like,
Okay.
it's kind of weird. But I don't want to get my hands dirty. I don't want to smell like food. You know what I mean? I've always just had that sort of like thing when
It's
I'm
an end of the
out,
night type of thing.
especially. I would just rather eat at the end of the night instead of when I'm out. But it was a nice little vibe in there, man. So I hung out there, left around 12 or 12:30. I went by and saw Silent Tom at Capo for like 5 minutes. I happened to be driving down U Street, and there was a parking spot directly in front of Capo. I was like, oh, this is a sign. I pulled right in. It was raining like shit. Walk right in. And Silent Tom had
Tom's
that.
music.
He had that party rolling, man. It was a lot of young kids of all races, and it was a very diverse crowd. But Tom was just in the back, like, yo, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. he hates it.
Typical
He-
Tom.
He
Nah, he doesn't hate
literally
it.
can't
Nah, he
fuck-
doesn't hate it.
He doesn't love it.
enjoys it. He enjoys it. He enjoys
He
it tremendously.
I think he doesn't enjoy maybe the music he's playing too much. It's a very top 40 kind of crowd in there.
It gets the job done though. You feel me?
Yeah.
I played there
Oh,
Friday
no.
night. I played there Friday
he gets
night
the job
and-
done very
Yeah,
well.
100%,
Don't get me wrong.
100%.
He's
The-
a fucking fantastic DJ.
So the best
And
thing
he knows
about
how to
Capo,
get
the
into
best
the
thing
crowd.
about Capo was about after 1:30, it gets a little dark in there, and you can switch up the music. Like you don't have to hold on to the top 40 so much. You can get in your injera bag a little bit and go crazy. Because I did it Friday night, it turned dark. It was about 1:40. I said, "Oh, it's a little dark in here. Oh, we'll hit this Essence." Essence rang off. That Burner Boy, that Essence, all that went crazy. I said, "Oh, I'll be back here next month. I'm ready, Capo. Let's do it."
Yeah.
Capo on a weekend night is tremendous. I mean, we kill it with Darla Nikki, but it's a thing. It's a real thing.
For sure.
So, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to Africa, man.
No
it's a
doubt.
Every
beautiful
time.
place.
Every
Shout out
time.
to you listening. Obviously, we don't truly care what race you are. You're part of the human race.
We love
Just don't-
everybody. We're
just
like
don't-
Pharrell.
Just don't discredit the place you're from and the people you are. Okay,
And love everyone.
that's bullshit though. But nevertheless,
No, you gotta love everybody. Because
because
you know what? If you don't have love and empathy for the people who don't necessarily have the same sort of rights as you do, then that puts you in a different position.
That
than
puts you
everybody
in the
else.
wrong.
have
Yeah.
Black people have never been loved in this country.
That's what I'm saying. Love black people.
So, but I can't love the colonizers. I don't love
Listen,
Mitch McConnell. If Mitch
no, but
McConnell,
He's not
but
saying love everybody.
everybody that's on the right side of who have my same feelings and my same values, I love them, and including my white friends.
I dislike
There's,
that
there's,
phrase. It's so general,
there's
and I
white
feel like
people
it's
we all know that we love and we fuck with really
Hundred
hard
percent,
because we
hundred
know who
percent,
they are. We know who they are as people.
100%,
We know who they are as individuals, and we know what their values are, what they
hundred
stand
percent,
for, and where they are with us on issues. Of
100%.
course,
do we though?
yes, I
Yeah.
do. I don't fuck with Mitch McConnell. Fuck him. I hope he
Right,
dies.
Who's your
right.
boy? Who's your boy that lives up in New York, Rome?
Neil.
Neil,
You love him?
we bang with Neil.
Yeah, Neil's my guy
There,
though.
there
But
you
There
we
you
but
go.
we've
go.
had we've had those
But
conversations.
no buts though. You got
No,
No,
it's
no.
yeah.
but that's like one white person that I love.
Well,
No, that's
it
not true.
does. I
There's
didn't say
more.
it needs to be a million. I didn't
There's
say
more.
that.
There's more.
I'm just saying the ones that have the same values and same respect the same things we do and are empathetic to
Same
the same situations we
ideology,
are.
same
We
views.
love them.
Listen,
Yeah,
that's cool and all, and I hear you, and
yeah,
and kumbaya to all of that, right?
yeah.
But at the end of the day, that they are a minority, unfortunately, right?
That's
Unfortunately,
facts.
yeah, that's a fact.
And so even the people who are being done dirty by other white people still feel like they're better than black people, though, right? Like the
Mm,
poorest, dirtiest, midwesternest, truck
hmm
drivingest white boys, they still think they're better than black people. There's a phrase that I can't think of now, but I'll find it. You know what I'm saying? Where
White
it was something,
privilege.
not even white privilege, but it was like Malcolm X or somebody. MLK said something about, those people still feel like they're better than black people, and
Okay,
it's like, family, we're all in the same struggle together,
for
right?
sure.
We need allies of all colors. I would love to see more protests and rallies led by people of color who aren't African American necessarily. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because we've been fighting since the 40s, 50s, 60s. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to knock anything that.
Since y'all got here, you've been fighting.
nah, for
Okay,
You know what I'm
400
saying?
years, bro.
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
Yeah,
okay. So where everybody else? Where y'all at? You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So it's very tough for me to just kumbaya and everybody love each other when it's like, but what are y'all doing? Like, where is the love?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, literally, where is the love? You love when niggas can hoop. You love Beyonce, break your soul and all that bullshit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to legitimately
break your
helping,
soul is fire, by the way.
it's incredible. But when it comes down to legitimately helping everybody, because if you help black people, you help everybody. That's a proven
Sure.
fact.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a proven fact. So why is there hesitation on other people's ends? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just read a story about
Because they don't
not
care. It's simple.
right.
They just
Okay,
don't
so
care.
then
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
they're
very
scared of the takeover. I think that plays a big part
I
of
don't
that. Well,
black
we talked about that a little bit about how the white race is slowly diminishing and becoming the minority in America and maybe even for the rest of the world, and a lot of this plays into not wanting to give the power to black people and having them understand their own power and having them embrace their own power.
right, but the power that we've always seen black people when we unite, it's game over. If black people put their finances in the right place, we'd be the
Mhm.
14th strongest country in the world. We want to talk, we want to talk Balenci all day. No, we don't need to talk Balenci. If we really
No,
put our best
fuck
financial,
Balenci.
why do you think Earn Your Leisure does so well? Right? Because they need a financial awakening. And when you get your money right, you get your body right, you get your physical right. Everything falls under it, right? So my only thing about saying things like that, and I had this conversation with a DJ, and like he's my man, and I think he's like Filipino or something like that. He's Asian or some degree. Black people don't hold any ill will towards Asian people or Hispanic people or whatever the case may be. But the thing is that we need y'all to support us because if you support us, then everybody wins.
I mean, I think that's generational. I think this new generation definitely does for the most part.
I think they mask it because there is a lot of inter everything. But at
Hmm
the end of the day, history is history and facts are facts. And like I said,
Yeah.
this new generation, yeah, you might be cool, but what was your Mima and your Papa up
Yeah,
to?
but you can't fault somebody for what their ancestors did. You
Nah,
know what
but
I'm saying?
you need to realize that they were wrong, and you may be a benefit. You may benefit from what they did was wrong.
Yeah, I mean the whole situation and what you're talking about was wrong all the way traced back to everywhere was all wrong.
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
So
The
you need
whole
to
everything was wrong.
so when you go to
There was a
grandma's
lot of there was a
house,
lot of black people that were wrong in that situation too. You know what I'm saying?
of course, but
Yeah, so everybody's wrong.
we're looking at I'm not
A whole.
I don't see, and this is just me, right? But I don't see where black people were as wrong as anybody else. We've
No, no,
been done
I'm not comparing the two. I'm just
right,
saying that,
right.
like,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So for me, it's just like we just yo like we all need to win, or we're all gonna die together. There
yeah,
was a green. I think the sky in South Dakota was green today.
that's crazy.
Like what? A green sky? Like that's insane. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man. Love, love is love. Episode 7, I'm sorry, season 4, episode 7 was a podcast. Um we are very first we definitely want to we definitely want to thank our YouTube viewers.
For sure.
We had an amazing comment section last episode. So much so as we were definitely like we're gonna help the DC Board of Tourism. Apparently, some people want to come visit DC,
People
and
do.
Yo,
and
People said we make DC sound fun.
it is fun.
it's
Oh
amazing.
well,
It is fun. Yeah.
we're not lying. We're not exaggerating on the podcast. It is fun. We're
No,
out
it
all
is
the
fun.
time, and we get
Yeah.
out to get. But people listen to it, and they're like, "Yo, DC's really popping. We need to come through."
Come on a
I think
Wednesday.
you should come through. Come check us
Come,
out.
come through Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and come on a weekend when there's a Darling Nikki function, and come hang out with us.
Yeah,
Drink drinks
the
on
DC
Jerome.
Sunday, the DC
Your
Sunday.
first drink is on Jerome.
If you're black, DC Sunday.
And
Yeah.
not a quarter black. That shit don't pass. If you
Nah,
quarter
nah,
black, you white.
but
If
DC
you're Ethiopian,
Sunday.
you still come through.
Oh yeah, no, we'll go to 1942 on a Sunday. It's crazy.
Right across the street.
It's crazy on a Sunday though. But if you come on a Sunday, DC Sundays are the best, man. They're the best. Like you can't beat them.
You remember the
Obviously-
Sundays
Forever.
when every
I would say forever
remember-
DC's been popping on Sundays.
yeah, you remember even back in the day, Eddie, it was Sequoias on Sundays. We'd start off there.
All
Those
day long.
afternoons and evenings at Sequoias outside. Oh
Yep.
man, we scared the shit out of
And
the
then
white
what-
people over there.
What club was it on Sunday nights? DC
Platinum.
Live or Platinum? Yeah, Platinum
Platinum.
Sundays.
Platinum Sundays, and man, like
That shit was crazy.
Allen Iverson was in that shit every fucking Sunday night.
Yeah. How do they say
Every
now? It was a-
Sunday night.
It was a movie.
It was a
It was a
zoovie.
movie. It was a movie.
It was definitely popping in there, man. Every Sunday night was crazy.
100%.
I think obviously, with the good comes the bad. Over this holiday weekend, there obviously was a mass shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. Highland Park is like Potomac, from what I understand. 25 miles north of Chicago. It's essentially where Michael
25
Jordan lived.
minutes.
Is it minutes or miles? I don't
think
know.
it's minutes. I think
Maybe
it's
both.
still
Okay.
part
Maybe
of
both.
Chicago City. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's
Okay,
let's
okay.
move on.
So
yeah,
all I know is that's where Michael Jordan lived when he was a member of the Chicago Bulls, right? So
it's,
we're
it's nice.
clearly it's a nice place. I think we've all seen the story about the 2-year-old kid who's now an orphan, who lost both of his parents in
silent time. Never mind.
What up,
Right.
Felix?
we've had to tap in. But there was obviously there was a 2-year-old lost both of his parents. He's been orphaned, unfortunately. I saw some.
Are you an
images.
orphan when you lose back both your parents? That's what it is.
That's how it was phrased that I
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
They were like, he's now orphaned.
That's horrible.
I think that there was a big. I saw something where people were like, it's not supposed to happen here. Which
That's stupid.
Which
What does that
upset a
mean?
lot of people. Exactly. They were like, what does that mean? versus happening in Chicago proper in the South Side or West Side or whatever you want to say. But I mean, he was
It's not supposed to happen anywhere.
the killer dude was a Trump guy. He was at Trump rallies, and he
What was his
talked.
motive? I didn't even like.
I didn't see the motive. They said he was planning another attack actually after. Um,
Wow.
ob- there was obviously people were like, "Oh yeah, I knew he was white because they took him down peacefully." You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't killed. Rest in peace to Jalen Walker. We want to get that out the way as well because we don't
Rest
want
in
to forget
peace.
about
Rest in
that.
peace.
If you're not familiar, Jalen Walker was a young black man in Akron, Ohio, who was killed by the cops. I believe they shot him
Murdered.
murdered by the
Like
cops. I believe they
60 times for like
60
a moving
bullets,
violation or
90
something.
shots.
90
Shot
shots,
60 times.
60
Yeah, for
times.
like a moving violation for
I
a
mean,
ticketable offense.
what is? There's no justification
Yeah.
Yeah.
available. So rest in peace, Jalen
Unbelievable.
Walker. But again, the thing that happened in Highland Park is just it's when there's a lack of action. I mean, at this point in time, it's so crazy to even step out in public. You know what I mean? That like Raekwon said it best, man. Keep your eyes open and your wallet in your front pocket. You know what I'm
Yep.
Yep.
saying? Because
This is the new
anything can
America,
happen.
bro. This is where we are now, and you just gotta make sure you're aware of everything that's happening, and be really aware of your surroundings when you step out. And I'm scared to even go anywhere with my kids. Like
They said there's
anything outside, in what I'm saying, in a large crowd, you're like, yo, anything could pop off at this time.
I'm looking at the news right now. It said there was more than a dozen mass shootings on 4th of July weekend.
What an
What
insane
I
stat
think
that is.
anything more than three is considered a mass shooting.
Yeah,
right?
but more than a dozen.
I'm just saying though, like just saying anytime there's like more than three casualties,
Yeah.
it's considered a mass shooting, which is crazy. That is just insane. But again, like Abdul just said, this is the new America. And
Yeah.
I think the only way it stops, unfortunately, is if somebody of a governmental nature. That's the only if somebody takes it to the government, I feel like that's the only way they're gonna do anything.
I'll be honest, I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna stop. I think these gun lobbying parties are just so strong, and there's just so much money at stake that they have completely bought out the
But
powers
you
to
don't
be.
you don't think these kids are going to get guns anyways? Like I'm not saying they're I'm not saying it's going to be easier or whatever, but you don't think the people are still going to get guns?
Well, I mean, if you look at it based on other countries and what they have done, it's actually made a huge difference into
No, so if we
into
get
their-
if we get outlaw guns, the sale of
no,
guns
they
completely.
didn't necessarily get rid of outlaw any of these guns. They
I mean, they should
they got
definitely
rid of
outlaw
assault
AR-15s.
rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of, like, if you look at New Zealand and I think some of these other countries, they didn't necessarily get rid of, and I might be wrong, but I think what I read was they didn't get rid of guns altogether or make them illegal, which I think should happen either way. Like, what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, fuck it, get rid of guns altogether. But if you just even get rid of the assault rifles and the military style weapons, that's 100% going to make a huge difference in somebody being able to get easy access to those
I mean,
sort
but
of weapons.
the government is pumping them into the streets, though, dog. That's like
Well, yeah, because it's legal for you to just go out to fucking Walmart and get it.
Yeah, and
Well,
it's also black people killing black people. So it's like,
Well, a lot of what they say though is a lot of the guns. So in Chicago, it's illegal to get a gun in Illinois, but all of the guns come from the red states that surround.
Go to
they go to
Wisconsin.
Indiana. They go to Indiana, Wisconsin.
All of
Indiana,
them,
Wisconsin,
all of them.
yeah.
The graphic that I saw was literally from
Yeah, the whole every surrounding
everywhere,
state.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I don't like Abdul said. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. I mean, you need common sense gun laws, but we all realize that common sense is not very common.
No, but you could you could ban the sale of certain weapons for the public. Like you don't need I think none of us need fucking AK-47s, dog. Like, we don't need it.
But I think that just forces it underground. I think that just forces everything.
Yeah, but even by
underground.
forcing it underground, you're still at least taking a huge chunk out of the guns that are accessible.
For sure,
you know?
because it's not going to be that easy to get it. You got to do a lot
if
of
you can-
work to
if
go
you
get a
can-
burner.
If you can
underground.
go, yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
you might not get what you want, but if you could pay some fiend to go to the next state and go buy one under their name and then report it stolen every day, then it's easy.
It's just
You
easy.
know,
It's a lot easier to get these guns, from a red
if
state,
they
from a
if
blue
they're
state,
for
whatever.
sale, you can get them. If they're for sale, you can get it. You
Bro,
know, it
and
makes
you can
it,
just go to one of these gun shows, even in your state that doesn't
yeah.
allow them. And as long
Virginia,
as
you could
that
do it.
dealer is registered in one of those states that have them, you're allowed to sell them.
Yeah, you could go to the gun show in Virginia and buy
You
any
can
gun
go
you
to that
want
gun
with
show in
cash.
Dulles Expo Center and
Yeah,
buy
exactly.
a fucking
Any gun you want with
AR-15.
cash.
Yeah,
With cash, no
yeah,
paperwork, no nothing. Yeah.
yeah.
And if you
You
can't buy
could
the
do
whole
that.
gun, if you can't buy the whole gun, they'll sell you all the pieces to the gun and show you how to put it together.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a way to bypass some of the laws because
That's what they do.
you're not
No.
selling a gun. You're just selling
No, you're buying
parts.
6 different pieces.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah. Shit
I
is
don't got
fucked
nothing,
up.
I don't got nothing to say about that. I'm speechless. Uh,
That's real shit.
obviously the Brittany Brittany Griner.
Reiner. Is it Griner?
I thought it was a G, homie.
No, I don't know. Oh, you're right. It is Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner plays
Excuse
for the
me.
Phoenix Mercury, and she's been a prisoner of war. Is what essentially how I view it. She had a hearing where they basically said, had this not been wartime and had she not been in a high profile American, she would have basically had like $100 fine, maybe like a $400 fine, something slight. But because of this, she's looking at some real deal time.
She looking at like 7 years or something, right?
She's looking at some real deal
What?
time, and it was like 7 to 10 years.
Yeah, like 7 to yeah.
But I think what her people and what even she needs to realize is this is what happens in a time of war. Like you
Yeah.
are a pawn. You're a pawn.
Yeah.
They don't care about you individually. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just literally there to
They're
make
making
your
an
life
example out of
difficult.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She sent a very heartfelt letter to the White House, asking for Biden to step in and do something for her as well as other American detainees around the world. Yeah, I mean, I think what you just said right there, Jerome, it hits the nail on the head, man.
What was
as
the White
much as
House's response to that?
I don't know if they had
They
one.
they basically said that he's read the letter. That's all they
Yeah,
said.
because what do you what I don't know what Biden really can do or what the White
I
House
mean,
can do. This is a time of war. You without even saying you're at war with Russia, we know we're at war with Russia because we're supporting Ukraine. We're supporting the motherfuckers Russia's at war with.
Yeah.
So, we've given them 40 or 80 billion dollars or something crazy. And now you can't do that and then be like, yo, call up fucking Putin and be like, can you get one of my athletes out?
They're
It's
not doing
terrible.
that. They can't do that.
It's just not going to happen. It's very unfortunate that that's just not going to happen. It's I think it sucks what happened to her. I think
And she was
got a
bugging.
break.
And she was bugging. She should have known better. You know?
Oh, you're
You know-
saying because of she had so what I believe they also said allegedly is she plays in Russia in the off season. She plays for a team that's owned by a Russian oligarch, and she's probably got past with the same sort of thing in the past because of who the owner of the team was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when she came back to play this time around, the war and the crisis in between Russia and Ukraine had already kind of started. And
Yeah.
I think it was the same sort of situation. But this time around, nobody's helping her out because those same oligarchs report straight to Putin.
She didn't get caught with them before. This is her first time getting caught. So we don't know. So-
Griner's trial on charges that she tried to smuggle vape cartridges with hashish oil into Russia. So
Right.
that's what she's.
Right. She brought
Yeah,
weed,
and
a weed
we
vape
don't
pens in there.
we don't know if she got in before. I'm saying even if she did at a time when things were good, her oligarch she never got pressed because of who the owner of her team was.
Right. She
You see
had,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, she gets
Like-
to breeze through the security.
Yeah, she gets.
Well, yeah. I mean, she just says, "Yeah, I played for this team. This
Yeah.
dude's the
Yeah.
owner." They
She was just
look
another
the other,
athlete, and
they
just
look
let
the
her
other
through.
way. But
Yeah.
the problem is though is when you first started hearing of them going to war, you got to break out. You know what I'm saying? There was
Yeah.
a dude,
or
Yeah.
don't bring fucking drugs with you or leave with
That's a
drugs.
not
fact.
even like, nah, there was a dude who played for the Suns. His name's like Ife Lundberg or some shit. And he's a black dude. He's actually a mixed dude that played for some Russian team. And he said as soon as he heard them even discussing Ukraine, my
He
man went
bounced.
straight to took his family straight to Poland. No
Hell
questions
yeah.
asked. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
And it's just like you got to operate with that same sort of desperation, and you got to be smart. It's like going to Dubai. If you go to Dubai or UAE
Yeah.
or
Fuck
one of them
around in
places,
Dubai.
don't you gotta like you gotta triple check your luggage.
That's a
There to
fact.
be you don't want there to be no marijuana.
Hell no. Fuck no.
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta triple check. You gotta act with desperation. Clean this joint 3 times over. You feel what I'm
Hell yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
56 nights. You see what they did to Esco? 56 nights. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
listen, man, we hope Brittany Griner gets home safe and soon.
She's in our prayers, man. This
She's
she
in
caught
our
a tough
prayers.
break.
She caught a super tough break.
Yeah.
Um, obviously, season 4, episode 8. What's the podcast? If you tuned into Abdul's Instagram story just today, I'm gonna recap it real quick, and then he'll obviously give us the verbiage. Nah. I just want the people to know because by the time they hear this, it might expire, right? So just today, Abdul. First of all, Abdul is like the Grim Reaper. If you don't know that, right? Because there are many times a year when Abdul drives by like really bad car accidents. He's the
Every
only
day he
person
sees an
that does.
accident.
He's Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper. All
Yeah.
right. He goes from the Grim Reaper to the color of the month Nike Air Force Ones.
Goes from the Grim Reaper.
Now listen,
Uh,
this first color is maybe my favorite. It's gum bottoms, white. I think that colorway would actually look really tough on a dunk. Like if that was a dunk, that colorway would be crazy.
that would be tough. Yeah.
But
Is it bright white or off white?
No, it's bright white.
So gum bottom, blue swoosh,
Royal
check.
blue. Yeah.
royal blue shoe, all white Nike shoe. Beautiful. The air is in blue.
Do you
Big-
wear Air Force Ones, Jerome?
I do not.
I
Big.
don't think I've
Never?
seen you wear Air Force Ones.
I have like 2 pair. We've discussed this. I have the Be More Air Force Ones from like '07, the black ones, and then
Oh,
I have
the 05.
05s, and then I have a pair of
Yeah.
flaks. I have a pair of flaks that I
Oh,
got.
we got to get you a white on white for your birthday, August.
That's probably not going to happen. But let me get
Why?
back to this. Let me get
You
back.
can wear
let
it
me
to
get
the
back
next white party.
It can happen if we get them for you.
Yeah.
So then Abdul goes into the white and are they pink?
Yeah.
White and
White
pink,
and
same
pink with a gum bottom.
same
Yeah,
gum
so-
bottom. Then you got the browns with a brown bottom.
Chocolate.
Chocolate, and I believe there is a quadruple
white.
white, quadruple cocaine white
Cocaine white.
that comes with a toothbrush attached to it.
Oof. Just in case you need to brush your teeth.
Abdul,
How many people we gonna see with the toothbrush still attached to it?
hold on before Abdul takes
And
the
a
next
StockX tag.
before Abdul takes the next 9 minutes. Before Abdul takes the next 9 minutes to do this, he then instead of like posting, he then posts a custom the list graphic, right? Uploaded on his own. Somebody he said he had somebody from Fiverr make it. You know what I mean? It's a custom graphic. It's a custom graphic from Fiverr.
and then
Listen, the
followed up the custom graphic with some custom Air Force Ones.
Ooh, you see the tie-in? You see that?
You know what I
Custom
mean?
graphic.
Bam, bam,
Custom Air Force
bam.
Ones 305 with the lasers.
And then and then somebody from Hot 97 retweets him and tells him how bad he
From
needs
Hot
him.
97.
Nah, he works at Hot 97.
He does not. He does not.
The link in his bio is hot97.com/shop. I swear to God, I'm not even playing.
No. He designed the merch for Hot 97. His
Oh, okay.
girlfriend is an on-air personality for Hot 97 and his baby mother.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. But I'm not trying to be funny.
Shout out
Like
to
literally,
Ricardo. Yeah,
literally,
no.
it's hot97.com. Yeah. So, but yeah, he needs all of those. These are all crack. There's more custom the list graphics. I'm on the list. One of them says in a circular motion as another custom graphic goes in different colors, right? Abdul, it's your time to shine. G. I need to get a drink.
Man, listen, these color of the month Air Forces. We've been talking about it for a few months, and discussing when they're going to come out. If you've been listening to our podcast for a while, you've heard me speak on them for a while now, and I think everything just kind of got delayed um, due to you know COVID and supply chain issues and things like that. But um, the white and blue color of the month Air Force One, I think, is the first one that's coming out. It's dropping on July 11th, and the other colors will eventually be coming out. I think they're dropping one a month, so those other three colors will be following in the upcoming months, man. Eddie, you and I talk Air Forces all the time. We fuck with Air Forces. Wait till you see these white on white in hand.
I mean, I want a pair.
The,
I'm
the,
in,
the
I'm on the market for
materials
a couple
are
pairs.
premium. The materials are premium. Big block lettering on the back tab that says Nike Air.
I like
You know,
the brown ones.
the white and chocolate joints are
That's
crazy.
the raw base joints.
Those are fire,
Yeah,
fire. But
yeah.
um,
Do
I
all,
like
so
the wh- I
do
like the
all
white
of
and
them
blue
have
pair.
the same leather? The white and blue, the chocolate
Yeah,
ones,
they
and
all
the
they
white
all
on
have the
whites
same
all
leather.
same
Yep,
leather. Oh, that's
yep.
dope.
Yeah,
That's
this is
dope.
all to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the
So
shoe.
they done right.
And yeah, no, they're done right, and they're
Are they doing
beautiful, man.
highs also?
I
Because
believe
I
they
feel
are.
like
I
you
think
have
there's
to do the
lows and
highs with
highs.
the mesh.
Well, the color of the month originally was well, not they were both, but there were a lot of highs in the beginning. In
Yeah,
1984, when they first started that program, they were all highs, and
exactly.
and yeah, they were all
And they
highs,
and
and
they didn't have the gum bottom.
they didn't have gum bottom. You're right. The
Yep.
white and royal blue had a royal blue
A royal blue
outsole.
bottom. Yep.
Yep, and the white and chocolate has come out before in a high as well with a
Yep.
chocolate outsole.
Sick.
Actually, they retroed a lot of them in 2015
They
with
did.
the blocker lettering on the back, and those were really well done too. They were all a
Yeah.
quick strike, but they were a little bit hard to get. But a lot of them ended up hitting outlets, and you could get them for dumb cheap. And I cleaned up on a lot
I
of
never
those,
see
man,
Air
because
Force Ones at outlets.
back then they had them. They had
Yeah.
all the highs at the outlets.
Yeah.
Um, but it's a beautiful shoe, and I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more Air Forces come out
I
as a
hope so. I
result of
love
this.
Air Forces.
Me too. Me too.
My favorite
Me
shoe.
too. Yeah. Air Force One lows followed by the highs for me. I don't do
Nothing.
the
There's
mids.
nothing. There's no shoe that's better than white on white Air Force One.
That's a
Period.
fact.
Period.
That's a fact.
As
Yeah.
far as sneakers go, white on white Air
Yeah.
Force One is the best shoe ever.
Yeah. It's not a lot of shoes that you can actually see that you can wear to a party, you can wear to a wedding, you can wear to a graduation, you can
Everything.
wear any fucking event
Dressed
that you
up,
wanted to
dressed
wear.
down.
Dressed up, dressed down. You know what I'm saying? Prada America's Cup is another one, but there's nothing like a white on
A
white
white
Air
on white Air
Force
Force
One.
One.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And any variation of it, any year,
Yeah.
any whatever, like low top white on white Air Force One, you good to go.
There you
Yeah.
go, people. Straight from the authorities.
You know
That's
what I'm
how
saying?
they
And I'm
feel.
not even on the list. I don't
Shout
get
out to
free.
the
I
list.
don't get free Air Force Ones.
We're just gonna move off of that because we could just be arguing about that all day. It's like,
The
what's the
graphics
point?
are funny.
What's the point of it? In a more attainable shoe, because the list is not attainable. The pennies are out.
Yeah.
Those were high school for me. An amazing shoe.
I love them, but it's an easy pass for me.
If I was playing ball, I caught.
I wouldn't play.
If
ball
I'm
in
able
them.
to get them at retail, I'll get them. I'm not
can
paying
get 'em.
over retail for them.
Yeah, you can.
No,
get
I
'em.
think they're gone. I think Atmos here had them. I
They'll
saw
pop
Mitch
up. They'll
post
pop
them.
up online.
DTLR didn't get them.
Finish line will have them. Or somebody will
CR
have them.
got them last week. They were the only ones to get them last week when they were
Got you.
actually supposed to release.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, I they have to have been gone. I mean, when Mitch posted them, he's like, "There's only an 8.5 and 9 left," and I saw that, and his story was already 5 hours old by the time I saw it. So
Right.
I couldn't even call him and be like, "Yo, hold the 9 for me."
In other just uh unattainable sneaker news. God's favorite DJ, posted the 2002 New Balance 2002R
Oh yeah, they're
from
almost like a United Arrow colorway, right?
I
nah,
think
it's
Kith
from a
had a colorway
store.
like that.
Nah, it's from a store. Oh, did he take him down? I know he didn't take him down.
No,
I
he
think
didn't take it
Kith
down.
Kith had a 990 that looked just like
No, they're
that.
not on. They're
They
not
had
on.
a they had a they had a
Nah,
997
he
in that
Nah, they had a
colorway.
990.
I don't think he took him down. Maybe it expired. I would never think that Clark would take something down. But anyway, these are like the up the reset. It's some store I think in Australia or something like that.
Oh, that's a different 2002.
Those
That's not
are
the one. Oh yeah,
amazing.
those are crazy. Yeah.
Those are amazing. I wish Clark would have left. I think he took it down. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. Maybe it expired because of the 24
Yeah, it
hours
must have
thing.
expired.
Nah, they still up. I saw them. I just sent in the group chat the ones that I'm talking about, the Kith ones that look just like those.
Yeah, those are still up. I think the one that Jerome is talking about expired though.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's a shop in
Are
Australia
you
that
talking about
dropped
this
that
right here?
2002.
It's still up.
No, that's
Nah,
not
that's
it.
not
That's not
them.
the one
Nah,
he's
that's
talking
not
about.
them.
No.
Oh,
Nah,
you
these
talking
joints-
about like a different, like a green pair or something?
Yeah, it was like a
Yeah,
greenish pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
those
think
are-
that story
those-
expired, but those are crazy.
Those
Same.
are crazy. Oh my
Yeah.
god! If anybody would, and they
These
wrote
right
Clark.
here?
Nah, that
Nope.
wasn't them.
No.
No,
No.
Okay.
no, it was.
Anyway,
it was
we'll
another
we'll
one.
find them, people. I'll actually use that shoe as the cover for this week's.
Abdul, get that picture from Clark.
All right.
I'll
Speaking
use
of
that-
pennies, you'll see social status, another arm of the James Whitner empire is having their own pennies come out. I don't know if it's the penny one
They're
or the
like
penny
cream,
two.
right?
Yeah, they're kind of fire.
Which are the ones
I
that
think
just
there's two
came out?
different-
There you go. That link.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the ones
that's
I'm
the
talking about.
link, right? Yeah, those are the ones. What did you say, Eddie?
Crack.
Which are the ones that just came out today? Oh, those are dope.
Those are
The ones
Those
that
are
came out today were
Wimbledon
just
colors.
the ones that came out today were just the original pennies.
So penny ones.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
the
the one-
original
that's
like
the one-
Orlando colorway.
That's the one that said the social status is coming out, but they're like tan, right?
Yeah, but they got
Same
two
silhouette.
different versions coming out.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I think it's two pairs that are coming out.
Yo, those New Balances are fucking dope. The purple
Yeah,
and
so
green
so
ones?
social status has a penny one and a penny two coming out.
Word. Are they both kind of the same?
No, actually, so the cream one that you talked about is the penny one, and then the penny two is like a black with a like a chrome swoosh on it. No, wait a
Mhm.
minute. I'm bugging. OG penny ones, and I'm looking at the wrong link.
I think it's the same ones.
Yeah, it's the
It's
same
just a-
one.
it's
It's
cream.
a penny
just
one.
cream,
It's a
right?
penny swan. But they have
Yeah,
a black
sick.
version too.
I think that
They
black
have a
version
black
is just
version.
with the icy bottom.
It's a blue bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. So the ones that came out today don't have a blue bottom because they look similar.
It looks similar. Yeah. I gotta get those, man. Them shits.
I like the cream ones. They're fire.
Yeah, they're both fire.
Listen, nevertheless, it's there's pennies the shoe of the moment. Like I believe Abdul said, Manier has a pack releasing, don't they? There's two or
Yeah.
three different colors of shoes.
Two.
I've seen them two different colors of shoes. And again, man, I mean, I don't know where Abdul and Eddie stand with Manier, but there's really no reason why we shouldn't be on the list for
They don't fuck with
Manier.
me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the voice of the streets here in Washington.
I think
DC.
Abdul's on the list.
Yeah,
I might have
I'm
been
on-
at a party where Abdul got blessed by like the general manager of the store. Was like, come through. And fuck
Nah,
with
stop it. Shout out to my man out there, man. He's the young homie, and I think
He's
we're
your-
good.
He's your
guys.
young homie.
Fellas, I
Not
think
the
let's
young homie.
let's,
You know what?
let's stop bashing him. All right, let's stop.
Oh,
it.
no,
I
no
mean,
bad, no bash.
let's get it out
Facts,
right
all
now.
facts.
Listen, I gotta have lunch
I think
tomorrow.
we're good.
I'm having lunch tomorrow at Maquetto. So maybe
Let's
what
go
I'll
to
do
lunch.
is
We'll
walk
stop
over.
by there afterwards.
I got
Come
I
meet you
got
for
I got
lunch.
a meeting. Yeah, when I'm doing my lunch meeting.
You're on a date.
No, not at all.
Is it with
Definitely
is
not.
it with a young lady?
No, it is not.
Oh, because
It's
I
with the
wanted to go to
homie.
Maquedo too, man. I can't come.
Listen, nah. Well, maybe. I mean, we'll see. I'll text you in the morning.
All right.
All right, you
I'm
know.
feeding some Maquedo, man. I'm Maquedo food is fire.
Abdul's on the
That's
list on the
that's
list of
why
the
that's
ghetto
why
too.
that's why I suggested it.
Happy
He's on the
belated birthday
Maquedo list.
to Chef Eric, man.
There you go.
Eric
Look,
Bruner Yang. His birthday just passed, man.
That
Happy
Taiwanese
birthday,
fried
bro.
chicken will change your life.
Listen,
Okay.
that shit is crack. Shout out
it's
to our
like
Yeah.
guy
it's like
Key.
banchan.
It might
What?
be.
Is it like
It's next
banchan?
level.
It's better than Bonchon.
It's better.
It's better than Bonchon.
It's
Yeah,
better.
get you out the way.
Let's
Oh,
go. Let's go to lunch. Let's
yeah, Eddie,
crash Jerome's date.
you need to get that out the way, bro.
I've
Yeah,
never
if
been
it,
there
if
for the fried
oh
chicken.
yeah, you never been before.
I ate a McKenna, but not the fried chicken.
Oh, the Taiwanese fried chicken is
Oh,
next level.
the chicken is what you need to go in there for.
Yeah, yeah,
honestly.
real talk. No, it's a business meeting, so you're not crashing my business meeting. But
Can we sit next to you,
Afterwards.
like on the table after, next to
just
you,
sit-
yours?
I don't whatever.
It's like
works.
chiming in. I think you should do this, Jerome. Excuse me, sir. I think you should just chime in.
No. Nevertheless,
What time is the lunch?
you know what? We didn't even set a
Lunchtime?
time, but lunchtime,
Somewhere around lunchtime.
probably between 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they got a apple soda over there, which I never thought that I would fuck with, but it's like one of those like Japanese drinks.
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker is off the chain.
Yeah.
It might be the
That-
best soda I've ever had in my life.
So, nevertheless, people, Makedo is a sneaker clothing restaurant sort of thing here in DC. It's actually really tight, and Minier is close, like about a block.
Yeah, so
away,
we're gonna go
maybe
by
a
there
little
Is
away.
Makedo open for lunch?
I think so.
I don't know. Most restaurants ain't really been hitting on lunch.
I think it depends on the hours or the
Yep.
day of the week. You know what I'm saying? You know, some places like Monday, Tuesday are dead.
Says
the
it
rest of the
opens
week-
9 a.m. on Thursday, bro. Looks like they
Damn,
might
well, that's
even
a
be
coffee
open for
shop, though.
breakfast.
That's coffee.
Oh,
That's
okay.
coffee. That's upstairs only.
Nah, they're open all day, bro. Except for they're closed. They're only closed on Sunday. Other than that,
So
it looks like it's open.
so tomorrow, if you want a reservation at Makedo, they don't start till 6.
Mm.
I try to make a reservation, so you might not be doing lunch there. You might be
We're
doing
gonna
coffee.
we're gonna pull up at 8th Street and see what's good. If I gotta go to Sticky
you go.
Rice, we could do that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know, again, man, the sneaker thing is heavy right now. We're seeing the Nina Chanel Abneys. I think they're fantastic.
Are
Eddie-
those the
Eddie doesn't-
white and red ones? White, red, and
And the
black.
white and red for the highs and white and green for the low.
Correct.
Wait, I haven't
think-
seen
I-
the fucking.
I
I,
think-
haven't not seen the lows.
You've seen them. You've seen them.
You've
seen them.
definitely seen them.
They're on sneakers app. You've seen them.
Chanel, Abney.
You can actually
low.
enter the. Well, I think the raffle closed now.
They're on sneakers app.
But there was a raffle on her website.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. These lows are crazy.
I don't know, man.
How did I miss this?
I just like leave Jordans alone. I don't
Okay.
need a remix Jordan. Like, if you can't design something new, then I'm good.
No,
I
I
don't
like
need,
these
like-
lows a lot.
But I think we've been saying that about Jordan for 20 years now.
Yeah, and
right?
I don't really like any of the remakes. Like,
Nobody can name anything after what the Jordan. Let's just say the 20, maybe. What's the ones that came in the box in the suitcase?
I don't know.
That was
23
past my
maybe?
time.
Yeah.
No, the 17s came in a box in a suitcase.
Oh, with the shroud. Didn't it have like some little leather thing that snaps over the laces?
When he was
No,
playing
no,
with
no.
the Wizards.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That was the 17.
Yeah, they had a blue
Yeah, that
pair
was
and a
the
low
17.
top
Yep.
red pair, low top black pair. Yeah.
A white and blue pair.
Yep.
They make the ugliest sneakers ever.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of them. I'm a fan of like. Yeah, they're not
Sorry,
for me.
people, we lost focus. We're right back at it.
I'm coming
Uh,
after the lows, the Jordan 2 lows, the Nina Chanel 2s.
the greens.
need
Yeah,
those.
for sure.
Size 9, please.
We're gonna. Well, it's a women's shoe, so you got to do whatever that is.
Oh, 10 and a half.
10 and a half women's. Yeah, bong.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Ah, man. I watched this new movie on Netflix. Well, I don't know how new it is actually. An Adam Sandler movie called Hustle. Have you all seen it?
I haven't. It's pretty new.
People talked about it though.
Yeah.
It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. He plays NBA recruiter for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he finds a player who can ball out from Spain and is trying to bring him to the Philadelphia 76ers. Long story short, he has a beef with the owner, and ongoing story about how he trains the dude and makes him a really, really good basketball player. You know, lot of familiar faces in it. Kenny Anderson is in it. A lot of ball players that you would know, that I might not know the names, but you'll recognize all of them. Very good movie. It was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. And then I also started this new series on Hulu called The Bear, which is there used to be a show on Showtime called Shameless, and one of the characters in it, one of the brothers from the family, his name was Philip. He's now playing the lead in this new show called The Bear on Hulu. I think it might be on FX as well, but I caught it on Hulu. And it's about a kid who gets left a restaurant by his brother who committed suicide, and it's based in Chicago, and and the kid is also a chef, but he gets left this restaurant and managing it and all this stuff. So 8 episodes. It's I think executive produced by Matty Matheson, who's the chef from Toronto. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but
Yep, I know
fat
he is.
dude,
Big white dude.
fat white dude from Toronto with tattoos all over.
Yep.
He's actually in the show as well, and he's a fairly good actor. So shout out to him, and shout out to the whole cast. It's really well done, man. I enjoyed that as well. Other than that, that was it, man. I actually stepped out and went out this weekend, so I didn't get to watch a whole lot of TV like I would have. But yeah, I'll have more for you guys next week.
We do want to also give and acknowledge and recognize that Eric Ronald Holder Jr. was found guilty of first-degree murder in the case of Nipsey Hussle.
Yep.
Yes.
What was his sentence?
Rest in peace.
I don't think they've given the sentence yet.
I
The
don't think they've
sentencing
done
hearing
sentencing
comes
yet.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was well known. I think it was more so people just hope for this. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, obviously, things can get convoluted in the wrong.
I mean, there's video of it.
outcome.
You know what I mean?
Correct. But
Right.
however, and watching that video is really heartbreaking. As any,
I
as
never
anything
watched
else. Is
Yeah.
it,
It's not
I-
easy to watch.
it's not easy to watch. This is probably the last time I really ugly cried.
I mean, it's never really like easy to like watch somebody die right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
they released the footage of the Jalen Walker shooting. It will
No.
it will
I do not want to see that.
it will ruin your
Scar you.
month.
Yeah.
It will ruin your month. It will scar you. You will not be able to sleep at
Yeah.
night. So
Prayers to Jalen Walker's family and loved
yeah,
ones.
one time for Jalen Walker, one time for Neighborhood Nip. Let's see, new music. So there is a group out of DC called Black Rave Culture.
Black rave culture.
Black Rave Culture. Yeah, it was my man
They're
Native Son.
rappers.
No, they make rave. They make music.
They make
that play
EDM.
rave, like techno, like drum
Oh,
and bass
shit.
jungle, and it's
They're
from a black
white kids.
No, they're black kids.
Oh, okay.
They're
It's not like the
DC
young black teenagers.
No. They're DC natives. They're
Black
DC
rave
natives
culture.
who are
Oh,
making.
okay.
You know what I mean? Because obviously we're seeing people claim that Beyonce and Drake are bringing house back, and these guys have been putting in time, putting in years worth of
Yeah, but these
effort.
guys are not Beyonce or Drake.
No, which is even better though, because
Yeah.
now what they're saying is we're at the rave and we're making
And rave is not
appropriate-
rave music is not house.
No, this is like 150 BPM jungle, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Dubstep.
not even like techno meets
Damn.
UK, like it's fire though. So
Yeah.
shout out to them, Black Rave Culture. They obviously have a.
Did they have album out?
Album
like
came
they
out
dropped-
today.
Oh, it came out today.
Came out today. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
And it's all dance music.
Bro, I'm gonna send you the link. It's
I'm
fantastic.
just gonna download it right now.
DC used to have a lot of raves back in the day,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I went to
yeah.
a few of them shit.
Hell
Southeast
yeah.
was all raves.
Yeah.
My man,
Over there by
man-
Navy Yard
Nation.
Nations.
man-
Yep.
My man
tracks.
Tayshawn. My man Tayshawn used to work at Commonwealth in Virginia. He's now a bigwig at Twitter.
Okay.
Um, he put out two stellar mixes. One is all Jersey Club, and the other is all classic house music.
Can you get the
Um,
What's a Podcast account a check, a blue check? Can we?
I believe he's more on the design side of things, but
Oh, okay.
I'll send him a message see what he can do.
Does Don't Charge Abdul have a blue check yet?
No, but I don't
He
need one.
doesn't he
It
doesn't
would be
tweet
tight if
about it.
He got
if
some.
our
He got some blue check
podcast
Air Force
account got a
Ones
blue
today.
check though. That's a fact.
But you know, those are really I'm listening to Tayshawn's mixes a lot. They're really good. Black Rave Culture, I ran into him yesterday. And then, you know, he was like, what you with the album? I said, oh, let me just get on it. Album's fantastic. Other than
It's
that, man,
a Black Rave Culture is a him, one person.
it's three of them, but I ran into one guy at Eaton House.
Are they young or they're like middle
Nah,
age or?
middle, probably early 30s.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it's just I mean, really, honestly, music is just mixes for me now. I'm getting ready to put two new mixes out before the end of the month, so that should be good. Yeah. I mean, oh, Lupe Fiasco has a new album out, Drill Music in Zion.
Mm.
Okay.
You should definitely check that out if you're a Lupe fan. I think you'll
I
like
fuck
it.
with Lupe.
Yeah, I
I
fuck with
think you'll
Lupe
like
too.
it.
I watched
Yeah,
him on Full Size Run on Complex. It was an absolute hilarious episode.
I watched
Yeah.
it as well. I love the fact that Lupe consistently bigs up Ivan Jasper, like
Yes.
as the real person that was responsible for all of those dudes' style
Yeah.
and their
That's tight.
he does it consistently. He's been doing it since what Paris Tokyo. You know, the reason I can fly is
Mm.
Ivan Jasper. You know what I mean? So, um, but it was a very funny episode. I watched it myself. It was like 40 minutes.
The funniest
It
shit
was
about it
good.
was Lupe still out there selling his sneakers, doing meetups at the gas station, which I thought was
Is
crazy.
he still doing that?
Yeah, he got
Wow.
gifted a pair of Air Force Ones by my man Magdi from
And
the
he sold them.
UK, and he said as soon as he got home, he sold them shits for like 130. He was like, and I did a meetup at the gas station. Wow.
Good. Lupe's an
Hilarious.
interesting individual,
He's a
man.
real one. Yeah.
It's a good one. Him and what's the other dude's name? What's the dude's
Oh,
name?
from
on
the show,
Yeah,
Brendan
Brendan.
Dunn.
They
Yeah.
seem to be sort of two peas in a pod on that episode.
They were locked in. Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah.
they were in a good space together.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of
Um,
podcasts, you listen to the the Bridge podcast, Abdul?
Yes. I caught up on all my missing episodes.
You listen
I
to all of
listened
them.
All of them.
Yeah.
That's all I've been listening to for the last
The jungle one
week.
is good.
Well, I'd already heard that one when it
You
first.
heard
That
the
was the
jungle one?
episode one.
Yeah.
But I listened to Reverend Run. I
Court-
listened to
Corday.
Jadakiss. Corday was really good.
Really good.
I like it. It's only like a 30-minute podcast, but
Super easy.
I mean, I think Nas has really just gotten into his media bag too, man.
Yeah.
It's like he can't do anything wrong or
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
He's good at fucking everything,
Yeah, he is.
which is why he's the greatest.
You haven't listened to it, right, Jerome?
No, I have not.
You should listen to it. It's really good.
Yeah. Him and
I-
Miss Info make a good team together.
Yeah.
And
The Stretch and Bobito one was dope.
Stretch and Bobito might be my favorite.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm glad you brought that one
You
up.
should listen to that
Stretch
one,
and
Jerome.
Bobito. Listen to that
I'll
one.
get to it. I've been locked on
Stretch
the
and Bobito was a
joints.
really
Yeah.
good episode.
I'm not gonna hold you. The Earn Your Leisure joints have been hitting really properly. One of my brother's really good friends was just on there. He's actually a guy. He's in charge of FaZe Clan. I don't know if you guys heard of FaZe Clan, but they're like
is that?
the big gamer.
I know
gang.
that name.
They're like the
Oh,
big
yes.
gamers.
Yeah.
So this guy is the chief strategy officer. Black dude, matter of fact. His name's Kai.
They do the competitions at the Brooklyn Nets Stadium, right?
Yeah,
Barclays.
yeah.
I have heard of FaZe Clan. Yep.
So, you know, seeing the homie on there was cool, and just like I'm gonna check out the Nas though. You guys are very adamant about the Nas. So
You know what?
check it out.
I just thought about it. The Nas one is only on Spotify. I don't think it's available on.
Jerome, you
anything
have
else.
Spotify though, don't you?
I got Spotify though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, then you should listen to it. It's
Yeah.
called The Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, season 4, episode 8. What's a podcast? We knocked it out the park. Obviously, we're all here for some good jokes and some good laughs. Nothing's meant to offend you, so if you get offended, it's okay.
Kick
I
rocks.
mean, yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to listen.
but we want you to listen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but you don't have to.
We're trying to get a podcast deal soon. I want to sell out. You know what I mean? I want to get some
I
money.
can't wait to sell out.
No
You know
doubt.
what I mean? So shout out to my guy, always available. Hashtag you were Eddie.
Peace, bro. Peace, Abdul.
Shout out to my man,
Yes, sir.
Don't Charge Abdul, aka The List 41. This is DJ Jerome. This is DJ Jerome Becker III. Do remember to listen to What's a Podcast on whatsapodcast.live for our previous episodes and youtube.com/What's a Podcast for our video, which we, again, man, shout out to everybody who left a YouTube comment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We hit 10,000 comments this week. If we can hit 20,000 next on this episode, if they can see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
what it
That'd be
is.
fantastic.
Let's go. Yeah, we're
Subscribe,
out.
rate, and comment.
Peace.
No doubt.